Yeah, that's great, Kenny. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
How's Dave?
Well, he's out of surgery. They say Roger did a fine job. The rest will just take time. How are you?
Concerned about Dave, but aside from that, a very happy lady. I've been to church.
The church?
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
St. Patrick's. Spent about an hour wandering around, picturing us at the altar, Mama in the front row, your mother and father, and all the Ryans right across the aisle. And the whole place awash with, I think, azaleas and zinnias.
Well, that sounds very grand.
Oh, it will be. Oh. And so will my formal wedding portrait. Do you know what that wonderful Madeline Longworth did?
Gave birth to Polly Longworth? I didn't think that was it. What?
She got me an appointment with J. Bradshaw, the photographer. He is only the best photographer in New York. It's for the day after tomorrow.
Oh, it's terrific.
You better believe it's terrific. He's usually booked months in advance.
Oh, time out. Hello.
Hello, Frank. It's Nancy.
Nancy, how's Dave?
Well, he looks terrible, and they're not letting him talk, but he's beginning to recognize people.
Well, would it do any good if I came over?
I think he'd like that, yes.
Okay. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Dave's still not able to talk. You know, we go back a long way together. You know that, Ray? All the way back to the first campaign when it was Bob, Jill, and me pretty much against the world. I want to see him.
Will he be having other visitors?
I didn't ask.
Would I be able to come over?
Sure, come on.
Nancy?
Hi.
How's your dad?
Well, he just came out of surgery, which I think went all right. Seneca's in there with him now.
He's going to come out with a good report. You mind if I sit? Dave's very special to me.
I don't mind. Could use a company.
Know by now what a surgeon does after 4 hours in the operating room.
He lies down, I remember. Pat and Nancy said the surgery went really good.
It was a neat piece of work, if I do say so myself.
Oh, good. Roger, what am I going to do now?
I beg your pardon?
You know, about my plan.
Of Pat and Nancy.
Yes.
Well, don't you think you've done enough already?
Roger, I didn't know Dave would have a stroke.
I'm sorry. I know you didn't.
Well, how can you be mean when I've come to you for guidance?
Delia, I don't know where you want to be guided.
I want everything to turn out right.
Right means finding a way to break up Pat and Nancy, huh?
And have Maeve love me for it. That's it.
I'm afraid I have no guidance to offer.
Well, they're already halfway there, you know? I mean, it's just... all we need to do now is think of the last straw. To break the camel's back, to end it, you know?
We are not separating Pat and Nancy. You are.
You know what really bothers me?
What, my dear?
I've already done most of the work. I've got them all upset and worried and questioning themselves, but I can't take the credit. Credit with Maeve. I mean, how could I tell her that I called Dave, I changed my voice and told them that Pat and Nancy were living on the houseboat?
You can't.
Right. So, I need you to come up with a brilliant idea that will end the affair and let me take the credit. Please.
I have no ideas, but I have a suggestion. Whatever you do, make it a little less drastic than your last effort.
That's not funny, Roger. Just lie there and make jokes when you could be thinking of something.
Hello there. Well, I guess this is the staff lounge.
Sure is.
As opposed to the patient's lounge.
Yeah, that's down the corridor to your left. You can't miss it.
Oh, I can miss anything. I'm new here.
Just follow the arrows. That's all you have to do.
Well, thanks. Actually, I'm not looking for the patient's lounge. I'm looking for Dr. Bolak's office.
That's way on the other side of the nurse's station. You're all turned around.
Oh, I figured that one out. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. Bernie Marks is the name. New resident neurology.
Roger Coleridge.
Dr. Coleridge. Hey, you're my new boss, I think.
Among others. The real boss on this floor is Nurse Pritchett. You better watch out for her.
Oh, yeah, I think I already saw her.
Oh, my wife, Delia, Dr. Marks.
How do you do? Pleasure.
Hi. Thanks.
Well, let me see if I can get all straightened out here. Now, the patient's lounge is down the corridor to the left.
Very good.
And Dr. Bolak's office?
To the right.
It's so simple. Now, if I could only keep it straight. Left, right. Left, right, left, right.
Well, he doesn't seem weighted down by the heavy burdens of medicine yet.
He's funny. Cute, too.
I know the type. Nurse's delight.
Marks. That must be a Jewish name, huh? Roger? Is Bernie Marks a nice Jewish doctor?
They seem nice to me.
I mean Jewish. Like Nancy Feldman is Jewish.
Marks? Probably, Dee.
Well, probably's not good enough. I have to know for sure. Where did he say he was going?
Why don't you try Seneca Bolak's office?
That's right. I will. I'm gonna barge right in.
Nancy,
Yes,
would you mind if I ventured an unsolicited opinion?
of course not.
You and Pat mustn't blame yourselves for what happened.
Thank you.
I mean it.
We're trying not to. We're planning to be together when Daddy gets a little better, assuming he is going to get better.
Your father's doing every bit as well as can be expected, Nancy.
What does that mean? Is he going to talk again?
Well, definitely. But, well, how well?
You're saying that we're just going to have to wait and see.
For now. But be optimistic, Nancy. He needs everyone around him feeling that he's going to make a full recovery. You can go in and see him if you want.
Thank you.
Oh, I have a list of dates when I could make a board of directors meeting for Hitman's Memorial.
Thanks. Coordinating all our schedules is going to take some doing.
Hello, Jill.
Hi.
Hello?
Is there any news about Dave?
Well, I just examined him. Surgery was successful, but it'll be a few days, maybe a week or so before we know how complete the recovery will be.
You don't sound very optimistic.
Well, I'm just careful not to say too much. I'm a very careful man, Frank.
Yeah, well, Nancy felt Dave might like a short visit.
A visit from you would be good for him. But you have to wait till Nancy comes out. It's one visitor at a time.
We have time.
Of course.
I have a chance to welcome you to the Board of Trustees for Edmund's Memorial.
Thank you.
Frank, I have some brochures you might be interested in taking a look at.
Sure.
But maybe this is a good time to see when we can set up our first meeting for the Board of Trustees. I have Frank's schedule and mine, Seneca's.
All right, just give me a list of the dates you have in mind.
Well, Frank's time is limited, and I'm not as flexible as I'd like to be. So we have two times, 10 a.m. tomorrow morning and 2 the following afternoon. Seneca's available for both.
I'm afraid I'm not. I have a fitting tomorrow morning and a photography session on the following day. Could you make it tomorrow afternoon instead of tomorrow morning?
No, I won't be able to make it then.
Okay, how's next week?
But we have these 2 times. We all can meet then. Everything else is a conflict. So you'll either have to try to reschedule your fitting or your photographic session, or maybe you'll have to miss this first meeting.
Well, I don't see how I can cancel either appointment.
Jill, was it all right for you looking at these?
No, not exactly. Makes me think about Edmund. The saddest ones are the babies smiling.
Yeah.
Then again, maybe it's not such a bad thing. Shed a tear, remember.
Well, you have to cry.
Yeah. I have a lot more of that to do.
What are those?
They're brochures from 3 of the best pediatric clinics in the country.
Really? Oh, Nancy. Darling, Nancy's here. I suppose you can go in now.
Oh, yeah, good. Yeah, I'll talk to you.
Yeah, sure. Well, why don't we say, the meeting for 2 o'clock the following afternoon? If that's okay with you. If you can reschedule, maybe.
Thank you.
Nancy, how about a sandwich and a cup of coffee? My treat.
Great.
Excuse us.
You saw what was going on between the 2 of them, huh?
Oh, yes, I certainly did. Which is why I will reschedule or cancel my photography session and anything else I have to get to that board meeting. Whither Frank goes, I go also these days, it seems. I'm not gonna let him slip away.
Hi! Didn't you find Dr. Bolak's office?
Oh, someone's with him.
Oh, gee, that's too bad. Guess you just have to wait.
Well, I don't mind. It gives me a chance to look around.
Yeah. You know, every July so many doctors come and go.
Is there something wrong?
No. No.
Oh, I thought maybe I had it on upside down or something.
Marx.
As in revolutionary.
What?
Oh, well, I used to make a lot of jokes about being a Marxist, but, well, people started taking me seriously, and it got kind of complicated.
Oh. Oh, that Marx! Was he...
Yeah.
Are you by any chance looking for an apartment? You're not from Riverside, are you?
Well, no.
Well, that's really great because I just happen to own a building where a lot of people from the hospital live. In fact, I'm the only one who lives there that doesn't work here. Would you be interested if there's a vacancy?
Well, I might be.
Well, great. Then I should find out a little bit more about you.
I'm 6'2". I weigh 185.
Well, that wasn't what I meant. Is Marx a Jewish name?
Yes. Does it matter?
No. I mean, yes, I love Jewish tenants. Do you have a large family?
2 brothers and a sister.
I mean the kind that lives with you. A wife, kids?
Why? Have you any restrictions?
Well, I prefer single people. They're quieter. Married people fight.
Well, I'm single.
Well, that's really good.
Yeah, I think so. My mother...
Yeah. Now comes the hard part.
Gee, all this to get an apartment. It was easy to get security clearance when I was in the Navy.
Well, I'm looking for just the right person. So that's why I'm inquiring about your personal habits.
I shower in the morning.
That wasn't what I was meaning. I mean, like, do you play the radio loud?
No.
Or maybe you play a musical instrument?
Uh-oh.
What?
Well, you got me. The piano. Although I am a little bit out of practice.
The piano. Classical music?
You promise you won't tell anyone? Yeah.
Well, you sound so perfect.
Well, playing the piano is usually considered a drawback. I mean, most landladies...
Well, I'm not most landladies. Guess your mother wants you to get married, huh?
Oh, are we still talking about the apartment?
Well, most mothers want their sons to get married.
Well, mine is no exception. Every girl I bring home is perfect.
Oh, your mother should be glad you bring home girls. I mean, it's really a compliment to her that you introduce them.
Well, look, Mrs. Coleridge, I really should go check and see if Dr. Bolak is free now, but I would be very interested in seeing that apartment.
The apartment, yeah. Well, it's not vacant right now, but it will be very soon, and I'll get back to you, okay?
Okay. Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
He's cute, and he's Jewish, and he's single.
Pat Ryan, you better watch out.
Hi. How are you? About to cry. Otherwise, I'm fine. That's why. These upset you? Well, anything about babies upsets me. I don't know, it was crazy, madness to take on this job. Then I run into Frank, it makes it worse. Just intensifies my feelings about Edmund.
Unresolved feelings.
I suppose so.
Oh. Jill, if you want to cry, cry.
That's what everybody says to me. Only I can't, not now. It's crazy. Before, I could have burst into tears.
It's because of Edmund. You know that.
I know. I have to grieve for him. I keep thinking maybe I just should go out to the beach house where he died. Face it.
Maybe that would be a good idea. It'll be painful. It'll be hard. How would you like it if I came out with you?
I'd like it a lot, but, would Tom mind?
No, of course not.
I'd like that very much, thanks.
But when would you be ready to leave?
Right after I finish work, I could pick you up in the car right at home.
Okay, fine. But are you sure you're ready to go out there?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks very much, Georgia.
She really is awfully efficient, isn't she? In her own way.
Ray,
Uh-huh.
you barely said 2 words walking over here from the hospital.
Well, that's because I try not to talk when my mind is otherwise engaged.
Look, honey, I know how difficult that business with Jill at the hospital must have been for you.
No, not difficult. It just started me thinking.
Well, the memorial is important to Jill.
It's important to both of you.
Yeah, it is.
I know. Which is why I've been wondering if maybe we shouldn't reconsider our priorities.
I'm not sure what you have in mind.
Well, the next few months are going to be very busy, and Edmund's memorial will take a lot of time, so maybe planning a large, elaborate wedding just isn't very appropriate right now.
Well, that's up to you. It really doesn't matter to me, one way or the other. If you want a smaller wedding, that's fine.
Well, what I have in mind is a lot smaller. There just isn't a lot of time right now for fittings and photographers.
No, wait, I thought you wanted all of that so much.
Well, it's not all I want. Hey, preparations for a big wedding squeezed into a schedule like ours take all the fun out of it. I want a lovely, loving wedding.
You mean it?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is quite a turnaround, you know.
I know.
Okay. Consider it settled.
Thank you. There's just one more thing.
Name it.
I would like the wedding to happen today.
Today?
I mean it. Let's elope. Really. We can run away together. We'll find a little parish priest somewhere who would love to marry a United States senator and his bride-to-be.
Hey, wait. No, wait. I mean, even if we could, you are really serious about this.
Yes, I really am. Frank, it's a solution to our problems. I mean, you want to have time for your duties as senator and for other projects like Edmund's Memorial, and look, I want to marry you. I don't need to do it in style. All I need to do is do it. Come on. Take me away somewhere and make an honest woman of me. Please.
What if the perfect guy for you is in LA or DC or New York City? Get ready to take a holiday. A new original reality series premieres this Wednesday at 10 on SoapNet.